Our journey today takes us back to the 19th century, to the birth of a man who would radically change our understanding of the natural world, Charles Darwin. Born in the town of Shrewsbury, England, in the year 1809, Darwin was the son of a wealthy doctor and financier. His early life was steeped in privilege, but it was his natural curiosity and fascination with the world around him that would set the path for his later achievements. As a child, Darwin demonstrated a keen interest in nature. He would often be found exploring the countryside, collecting insects and studying the local flora and fauna. This innate curiosity about the natural world would become a defining feature of Darwin's character. And it was this curiosity that would eventually lead him to formulate one of the most influential theories in the history of science. Darwin's formal education began at the University of Edinburgh, where he studied medicine. However, it wasn't long before he realized that his true passion lay elsewhere. He left Edinburgh without obtaining a degree and enrolled at the University of Cambridge to study divinity. But it was in Cambridge, under the mentorship of botanist John Stevens Henslow, that Darwin's interest in natural history truly blossomed. In 1831, at the age of just 22, Darwin boarded the HMS Beagle as a naturalist for a planned 2-year survey expedition. The Beagle's voyage would eventually last 5 years and take Darwin around the world, exposing him to a diversity of life forms and environments that he had never before imagined. This voyage, this grand adventure, was the beginning of a journey that would not only change Darwin's life, but would also radically alter our understanding of life on Earth. As Darwin set sail on the HMS Beagle, little did he know that this voyage would set the stage for a revolutionary theory. The HMS Beagle's voyage was a turning point in Darwin's life, a journey that would lead to groundbreaking scientific discovery. Indeed, this was no ordinary journey. It was a voyage of exploration and revelation that spanned 5 long years. As the Beagle sailed into the azure waters of the Galapagos Islands, Darwin was intrigued by the unique biodiversity that thrived here. The islands were a living laboratory, a place where nature penned her own story. He noticed that each island was home to different species that had adapted to their specific environments. A classic example was the Galapagos finches. Darwin observed that the finches varied across different islands, primarily in the size and shape of their beaks. Each beak was perfectly suited to the type of food readily available on their specific island. The finches that fed on nuts and seeds had strong, wide beaks, while those that fed on insects had slender, sharp beaks. Intrigued by these variations, Darwin began to question the prevalent belief that species were immutably created. He pondered, could it be that species change over time, adapting to their environment? Could one species evolve into another in response to different environmental pressures? This was the spark that ignited the revolutionary concept of evolution. Darwin also studied fossils, marine invertebrates, and geological formations, further solidifying his understanding of the world's natural history. He was like a detective, unraveling nature's mysteries, piecing together the puzzle of life's complexity. But it wasn't just about observing and collecting for Darwin. He meticulously recorded his findings, filling notebooks with detailed sketches and notes. This rigorous documentation was crucial in shaping his future theories. Returning to England in 1836, Darwin had collected a wealth of knowledge and a radical idea. Could species evolve over time? His voyage on the Beagle had not just been a journey across the globe. It had been a voyage of discovery that would forever change our understanding of the natural world. Back in England, Darwin was about to embark on a different kind of journey, one of deep thought and scientific exploration. This journey was not traversed on the vast oceans, but within the confines of his mind, where he began to piece together a groundbreaking theory. In the quiet solitude of his study, Darwin started to develop his theory of evolution through natural selection, a theory so revolutionary it would forever change our understanding of the natural world. The concept was simple yet profound. Species, Darwin proposed, weren't fixed entities created in their current form. Instead, they evolved over generations, adapting to their environments through a process he termed natural selection. Those with traits beneficial to survival would have a greater chance of reproducing, thus passing these advantageous traits on to their offspring. Over time, this could lead to the emergence of entirely new species. Yet these ideas were not without controversy. In the mid-19th century, society's understanding of the world was largely influenced by religious doctrine, which held that species were unchanging, created by a divine hand. Darwin's theory challenged these deeply ingrained beliefs, making the prospect of publishing his ideas a daunting one. For over 20 years, Darwin hesitated, refining his theory and amassing a wealth of supporting evidence. It wasn't until another naturalist, Alfred Russel Wallace, independently arrived at a similar theory that Darwin was spurred into action. In 1859, he finally published his magnum opus on the origin of species. This work was met with both shock and fascination. It ignited heated debates among scientists, theologians, and the public alike. It questioned the very foundations of our understanding of life, proposing a world where species were not static, but in a constant state of flux shaped by the relentless forces of nature. With the release of On the Origin of Species, the world was introduced to a new controversial view of life's complexity and diversity, a view that, despite initial resistance, would eventually become a cornerstone of modern biology. Darwin's theory of evolution was met with both criticism and acclaim, a testament to its revolutionary nature. Charles Darwin, an audacious naturalist, wasn't deterred by the controversy that surrounded his work. Instead, he continued to delve deeper, unearthing truths that would irrevocably reshape our understanding of life on Earth. His work on the origin of species, published in 1859, was groundbreaking, to say the least. It not only challenged the prevailing notions of the time, but also laid the foundation for the science of biology as we know it today. His theory of natural selection, a process through which species evolve over generations, became the cornerstone of evolutionary biology. But Darwin didn't stop there. Until his last breath in April 1882, he continued to explore, to question, to discover. His subsequent works, including The Descent of Man and The Expression of the Emotions in Man and Animals, further expanded on his theories, providing a more comprehensive understanding of evolution. Darwin's influence extended beyond the scientific community. His work sparked debates in social, religious, and philosophical circles, challenging long-held beliefs and prompting a re-evaluation of our place in the natural world. His theories were revolutionary, his impact profound. Today, over a century later, Darwin's legacy lives on. His theories continue to guide scientific research, offering invaluable insights into the complex mechanisms of life. They've shaped our understanding of biodiversity, species adaptation, and the intricate balance of ecosystems. They've inspired countless other scientists, naturalists, and thinkers to embark on their own voyages of discovery. Yet perhaps the most enduring aspect of Darwin's legacy is the spirit of curiosity and inquiry he embodied. His relentless pursuit of truth, his courage in the face of controversy, his unwavering belief in the power of empirical evidence, these are the traits that continue to inspire generations of scientists and thinkers around the globe. Charles Darwin, a man who dared to question the nature of life itself, left behind a legacy that continues to shape our understanding of the world. Today, we've journeyed through the life and work of one of the greatest minds in scientific history, Charles Darwin. Our exploration began with the dawn of a revolutionary thinker. Born into a world of privilege, Darwin's early life was marked by an insatiable curiosity for the natural world. This inquisitive spirit set the stage for his voyage aboard the HMS Beagle, a journey that would forever change his life and the course of scientific thought. The Voyage of Discovery was a 5-year expedition that took Darwin around the world, from the wild coasts of Patagonia to the exotic islands of the Galapagos. Here he observed the richness of biodiversity, the peculiarities of animal adaptations, and the stark contrasts between species. These observations sparked a fundamental question in Darwin's mind. How did such diversity come to be? This question led to the development of his groundbreaking theory, the origin of species through natural selection. Darwin proposed that species evolve over generations through a process of natural selection, where traits beneficial for survival and reproduction are passed on, while less advantageous traits gradually fade away. This theory shattered the existing paradigms of creation and brought a new scientific understanding to the evolution of life. The legacy of this naturalist is profound. His theory of evolution by natural selection has become the cornerstone of modern biology, influencing fields from genetics to ecology and even psychology. Darwin's ideas have withstood the test of time, continually refined and reinforced by new scientific discoveries. Remember, just as Darwin's ideas evolved over time, so too does our understanding of the world. Stay curious, stay questioning, and who knows, you might be the next great mind to shape our world. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time.